Hey everybody, it is Jenny here. I just finished teaching all my morning classes to my kids in China, and I am extremely tired today. This is going to be a very short video. I struggled. It was a long morning. I don't know why. Yesterday flew by. Today, not so much. I am tired, and well, I know why. I was up late. I can't go to sleep at 11 o'clock at night and get up at 4 in the morning and have the kind of energy I need to teach these little Chinese kids. So I think I'm taking a nap after this. I apologize. I just hit the computer. Okay. So I have great news. I got on the scale today and I lost 2.1 pounds. It says 163.6. Now I'm giddy because I'm so close to the 150s again. And it makes me feel better about the fact that after I loaded, I saw 173 on the scale. Like, I knew I gained a lot during loading, and I know I didn't do well last weekend. And I mean, I just know this past month has not been great for me. But the fact that I had gotten back into the 170s, like, really messed with my head a little bit. And there's a part of my brain that thought, I think this might come off quickly because it just doesn't seem like real weight gain. And sure enough, as we know now, a lot of it was probably just water, quite a bit of water. Tom was in play there too, and that also has water retention. So anyway, overall, since I started, this is day 4 and I've lost 10 pounds. Okay, it's day 4. So I'm talking about P2 round. So finishing, I really lost about 5 pounds, but to lose 5 pounds in 4 days is still quite amazing. So I'm going to be happy with it and take it. But I'm going to still use the 10-pound number just because it makes me feel really good. Okay, so we talked the last 2 videos about what Dr. Simeons refers to in his protocol. I'm sorry, I just got a text reminder from my class. I want to make sure I didn't like have a kid waiting for me or something. I'm going to click on this just to make sure on my app so that they don't. No. Yeah, okay. So the first one was when your body loses a decent amount of fat, the residual cells tend to hold on to water in lieu of that fat going, and then after a period of time, eventually it releases the water, and so then you lose the weight. So as you're losing weight, sometimes it doesn't show on the scale because water actually weighs more than fat, but when it releases that water, booyah, good news. All right, the second kind of weight loss we talked about is the plateau from glance over. What was this? Oh, the second type is when you have a plateau that lasts like 4 to 6 days. So it's longer. The first one is more like between a 1 to 3 day plateau. If you have 4 to 6 days, why was it? Oh, my brain, I'm so tired. It was just simply water. Okay. It was water. If you're doing the diet perfectly and you go 4 to 6 days and you're not losing anything, your body's retaining water for one reason or another. Go to yesterday's video and I explained it better. All right. And then the third one, which I've never experienced, thank God, because I could see how discouraging it would be. And this is when you have a stall that lasts much longer than 10 days. 10 days to 2 weeks. Can you imagine being on a 500 calorie protocol for 2 weeks and not losing weight? But there are people out there that happens to, and I am so sorry that happens to you. And I'm going to explain briefly what this is all about. Okay, so what is happening is, well, let me just read it first, and then I'll just kind of explain. Very, very short, this one. The third type of weight loss interruption in the regular loss of weight may let's start over. The third type of interruption in the regular loss of weight may last much longer, 10 days to 2 weeks, Unfortunately, it is and only occurs in very advanced cases, and then hardly ever during the first course of treatment. Okay, so it would be like round 2 that this happens, not round 1. It is seen only in those patients who, during some period of their lives, have maintained a certain fixed degree of obesity for 10 years or more, and have then, at some time, rapidly increased beyond that weight. When then in the course of treatment the former level is reached, it may take up to 2 weeks of no loss in spite of HCG and the diet before further reduction is normally resumed. Okay, so I think that's clear. So if you're somebody who is living at an obese level to begin with, and I fall into the obese category, so um, the first time I say that like it's nothing. The first time I realized I was in the obese range, I just about lost my freaking mind. I'm like, oh, obese. Like the word just seems like grotesquely overweight is what I think of as obese. But obese, technically obese. I am. So most of us who are on this diet probably are in the obese category because who's going to do HCG if you're not in the obese category? You just need to lose 5 pounds or whatever. This isn't for you. Okay, so we're going to talk about somebody who's at the obese range, and they are maintaining this weight at the obese range for a decade or longer. All right, and then they suddenly spike and they gain a whole bunch more weight. Okay, so they decide to go on the diet and they're losing. They hit that point where their body had been for like a decade, and their bodies at that point struggle to get past that because it's almost like muscle memory. I want to talk about the hypothalamus, but he doesn't go into details here about it. But he basically says you may be stuck there for up to 2 weeks before your body lets you start to lose more again. Now, I have heard in the past that this has to do with your hypothalamus, that your hypothalamus has a certain level of weight that it is comfortable keeping your body at. And when you lose weight, you have to really be conscious of trying to keep it at that lower number if you want to stay thinner and at that, because if you do maintain it at a lower weight for, I don't know how long, but a significant period of time, that it literally retrains in your brain, in your hypothalamus, that this is your new normal and this is where you should be. And so it's easier to stay there and you get fuller quicker, which is exciting. Now, I haven't read anything in the protocol about that, but I swear people on HCG have told me about this. So it's got to be somewhere in the protocol, and I just haven't come across it yet. And he doesn't mention it at all in here, but it sounds like that's what's happening, is that they suddenly, they have weight to lose to begin with, and they maintain this level of, I need to lose weight, but this is where I am. And then they suddenly gain a whole bunch of weight for whatever reason, Christmas, holiday, stress, life, women just getting older. And he does mention it's a sudden spike, but you suddenly gain a lot of weight, you decide to lose, boom, that weight's coming off, and then you hit that level and stall for a significant period of time. So if you're in this situation and you find yourself there, don't give up. Don't give up. Your brain is fighting you for a little bit right now. Your body is fighting you, and they're saying, no, we're happy at this obese level. And you have to just stay the course and keep doing it, and you will break through that wall and start losing more in the near future. Okay, I feel like I can barely keep my eyes open. I'm going to go now. I found that interesting. I found it interesting. If I have time, I will try to dig through. I mean, the protocol is almost 50 pages long, so there's a lot in there. But I'll see if I can find information on the hypothalamus. If I can't come across it like within 15 minutes, I'm just going to give up. I mean, there's stuff on the internet, I guess, but I'm really trying to do these videos strictly from Dr. Simeon's protocol. So if I don't find it by tomorrow, I'll move on to another topic. And then hopefully in the near future, we'll stumble upon it again as I slowly make my way through this protocol and share all the information with you so that you are educated not by what people want to make the HCG diet into, but what Dr. Simeons actually says. So, and as you know, I may not follow everything it says in the protocol, and I may not even agree with everything that's in the protocol. And following any of my videos in the past, you can see a lot of my epic failures that I've had along the way and my poor choices that I do, even when on the diet. But it's good to know what the original stuff, I want to say the truth, because it is the truth. It is the truth of what the original protocol is. But sometimes over time we learn and we grow and we know more, which is why I don't always agree with everything that is in the protocol. But it's good to know. It's just good to know. Okay. My eating yesterday was a bowl of lettuce and one piece of cod. And then I had some protein snacks as well. I had 2 turkey sausages twice. And then that I figured was enough, maybe a little bit over. It might have been a little bit over, but I just felt like I wanted some more, another snack later in the day. So I had a total of 4 turkey sausages, huge lettuce bowl, and a 6-ounce codfish yesterday. No butter at all on any of it. Little dab of honey mustard salad dressing to lightly coat the majority of the salad, but not much. Not much. Not like a full. I don't think it was a full 2 tablespoons full. Maybe it was. I don't know. I don't measure it. I just coat it lightly. Okay, I gotta go. I feel like I'm falling asleep as I'm talking to you. I'll talk to you more tomorrow. Goodbye.